You ever been found out? Some of us carry stuff around. We're like, man, I hope I never get found out. Have you ever been found out? Peter's found out. You know, being found out is only half as bad as what you expect people will do to you after you're found out. We live in a culture that massacres each other when we're found out. There is no grace, by the way, in our community whatsoever for anything or anybody. There is no grace. There's no grace in the church in America, to be honest with you. There's no grace anywhere. It's a brutal, violent place that we live in because we don't understand the value of grace. Peter's found out. It'd be at this moment that Jesus would go, I'm about to put you on blast, bud. Jesus says, do you follow me? Do you love me like a friend, Peter? Peter says, you know all things. I love you like a friend. You know what's just happened? Jesus has just had a conversation with Peter, and he let him know, number one, I know you betrayed me, Peter. I know everything about you. Secondly, Peter, here's what I know. I know you have a flawed love for me, Peter. I know you do. And the next verse, the next piece of this verse is the most grace-filled verse in all the Bible. After Peter's completely found out, after Jesus lets him know that none of this is a secret to me, Peter. See, Peter still believes at this moment that Peter accidentally got in the wrong boat to begin with. Remember when he first met Jesus, like, dude, I'm the wrong guy. I'm not your guy. I'm messed up. I don't do the right things. I say the wrong stuff. I fly off the handle. Sometimes I'm afraid. And when I'm afraid, I betray my friends. So you don't want to be in this boat. And so all this time, Peter's thinking that Jesus has gotten in the wrong boat. He didn't realize that Jesus knew everything before he got in the boat. See, grace for us is that God knows everything about you before he ever invited you into a relationship with himself. Jesus said, feed my sheep. In the midst of all that, Peter, here's what I want you to know. You still have a purpose. You are still in my family. See, we live in a world where failures are fatal. But in this world, in God's world, where grace rules, our failures are not fatal. I know for many of us, when we feel rejected, we think, well, God, he don't know everything about me. He knows everything about you. Because God's not on the search for winners. He's on the search for people who will receive his grace and dream.